Hey everyone, so I decided to do it this way on the phone. It seems a little bit easier to upload. And today we're going to be unboxing the 4K HDR GC573 Live Gamer 4K. Now this thing is pretty sweet. As you can see, as the glossy setting is, it shows my gaming rack in the background of all cool swag. You can almost make out the TARDIS in the background between that H265 compression. Now that caught my eye instantly, considering only the more, how can I say this, elite processors nowadays are incorporating that. If I remember correct, Intel's, I want to say it's their i9 9780, something like that. It's got like 18 cores of like beastliness to kind of combat with the Threadripper, but you can also see 60 frames HDR circled inside of there, so I'm hoping that this will be a complete pass through, not just a fix. Because I love Elgato, I support Elgato. They're great people. I would definitely encourage people that are not just doing what I'm doing to go with them for a cheaper alternative that works very reliable. But for what I'm doing in order to encumber this, well, this needs to be unboxed. So shall we? And I always like to continue to obviously showcase the very plasticky glossness that's going to be destroyed very soon. But yeah, besides it having your total RGB friendliness and what you're going to basically be able to get into, and besides that situation of what it can connect into and bypass, it's friendly with Twitch, friendly with YouTube, and quite frankly, you only get the 4K friendly with YouTube because, well, let's face the facts. This little puppy, as I stand forward, because now we're going to unbox it, is not really going to be something that Twitch... Now, you're going to get that 240 frames. That's going to be where you end up getting a lot of the beneficial points for 1080p that would be applicable for Twitch. So, it's just like fresh technology. Smells good, looks good. And cool thing was, I had talked to these people when I went to TwitchCon last year, and they were very impressed that I was even doing 4K, quite frankly. And they wanted to speak out to me to see what they can do because they were looking for like partners. Now, I bought this out of my own money just because, quite frankly, I wanted to check it out and I needed an alternative. And if it doesn't end up working out, I mean, thank goodness I got it at a place where it's like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal just to be like, yes, it didn't meet the performance that I needed the standard to. But in this case, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be very happy with it. I've met the people before. They're very nice people. They're eager with trying to work with people that are trying to do HDR 4K, which is really cool. And it critiques to a lot of people, 240 frames. But let's open it. Let's see what's inside this box. Now, the glossing on this is pretty ridiculous. So you might want to have to, see what I just did. Give it a little arch. Now, it slides out very nice. I like to say, a lot of other ones get the vacuum stuck inside of it, and where you're kind of shaking it violently apart as it seems like a rocket ship blasting into space. But here we are, the AVerMedia GC573 Live Gamer. Shala. Now, cool thing is, this seems like very simply a PCIe 4 slot, so you shouldn't have any encumbering points when you are placing it into your motherboard. Should be very directly accessible. Just make sure you have the allotted bandwidth on your PCIe lane bus. You're good. Alright. Now this looks very cool. I like this a lot because the gradient right there, Elgato is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to bring this a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. But right here, this ventilation right here, it's going to get really cool for the RGB light, yes, but mainly for me, the heat processing, because that might be another issue. And the heat shrink on this looks pretty sweet. Hopefully you kind of see inside of there real quick. Pretty cool. You have your basic HDMIs right here, or your ins and outs. So if you wanted to do a bypass and go through it, it should be your HDR friendly. Now mine is going to be splitting, so it should be able to match the HDR where it doesn't trip out, where it's trying to tell the system it is and isn't, which I'm assuming that's what the issue is in this before I had to hit up Elgato and or other avenues to see what I need to do in order to make it work. Because I was able to acquire the HDR, gaming app in Windows, but I was unfortunately not able to get it to where it was just like the full-fledged HDR, where it's like the actual PC screen. Because I was like, man, I'm doing like PC gaming, and I quite frankly would love to do patch notes in a more higher resolution, so it's like when people are reading on playback, it looks really cool. I'm really excited about that H265. That's that's gonna be a fun puppy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in its protective placing, and the processor in the back seems like it'll be nicely ventilated. Now it comes with a nice sturdy HDMI cable. These are very important. Make sure that you do utilize these for this end, just because it's gonna have your encumbering point for HDR, so it's probably more than likely a 2.0 or above and a 2.2 HDCP compliable. Now this one's pretty cool. They said, thank you for purchasing it. Power Direct 15. Oh, cool. It comes with a key for, I don't even know what the heck Power Direct is. It's a Cyberlink. I'll have to look into that. Cool. I got some swag. I didn't expect that at all, honestly. I just bought it for what it is. A free 1-year extended warranty. It has all QR codes, which is pretty much this. Now, this is rare, and I'm actually really excited to see this. A lot of companies give you these really bland manuals, and I hate it because it's like, I know they're trying to save on ink and paper, or at least give us like a digital scanning QR where you can get into it. So it's like, for me, I know what I'm going to be doing. And yes, the HDMI cable is 2.0 applicable, and you know, it's like you want to be able to like reference something if something's going wrong, or if there's something that they themselves are. But it's your basic manual. Actually, honestly, it is like kind of like typically the rest. Besides it going in the PCIe lanes, they're applicable. That can be found in your motherboard itinerary of things to look up. Now, this is your boy MacGyver 7th signing out. Thank you very much for this fun unboxing. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get set up for this installation of this beauty and test it out and see if maybe I can make some vision benchmarks look a little bit better. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit like. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate that. As a creator, helps me see that you like these kind of boxings, so I can pour a little bit more time into what I've already been kind of running around like Barry Allen trying to strive for more time. So it's like, if I see more people interaction of like, hey, we really like these unboxings, then yeah, of course I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because that's what the community wants. At the same time, if you didn't like it, you can always hit the dislike. The algorithm inside of YouTube's likes and dislikes is very awesome, honestly. It works for both parties, honestly. And you spent time obviously getting down to this point, so I say cheers, leave a comment. I guess maybe I can always work on something, or if you're just a troll, well, hey, have fun. Hit the dislike button. But either way, you spent some time with me, and I appreciate that. But I'm going to go ahead and say, let's get it installed and see what it does before I give my final review on this, if it's good or bad. But so far, my indicators, I almost want to say a Mac approval. It is almost there. But good stuff, good people, good futures maybe. Stay tuned.